Hey there folks, John Henry, LowGenius.net, here to talk to you about a few things that piss me off about trendy buzzwords. I was actually reading the Facebook feed from the Rachel Maddow show today, and some idiot spammer comes in spamming their little anti-Fox News group, which, I mean, God knows I'm not a big fan of Fox News, but I'm even less a fan of spamming assholes. And they said, they use this word Sheeple. They use this word Sheeple. Now this word has been around since at least the mid-60s as a trendy little buzzword in the counterculture for people who don't really think for themselves and tend to jump on trends and bandwagons and get involved in hive mind and groupthink and things like that. And that's fine, but the problem is that it's been completely worn out and is actually now pretty much ironic. Whenever somebody uses it, you can pretty well assuming that you're talking to a sheeple. So these clowns come in and says, they put up this definition, sheeple. Sheeple are people unable to think for themselves, followers, Glenn Beck's biggest fans, watchers of Fox News and listeners of Rush Limbaugh, who form their entire political thought process solely based on the spew of these talking heads. Okay, that's great. So now you've just defined something that actually needed no definition for anybody who's over the age of like 6. Okay, great. I got a definition for you. Sheeple. A stupid, condescending little buzzword used by stupid, condescending little people who are part and parcel of a mass-produced, corporate-sponsored groupthink, but they really, really believe they aren't. I figured out when I was about 12 years old that word sheeple was just stupid poser bullshit. And frankly, 12 years old was a lot longer ago for me than I care to admit. The problem that I'm having is we've reduced ourselves in this country to a bunch of sloganeering, bumper sticker waving jackasses. There's no right, there's no left, there's no center, there's no liberal or conservative anymore. It's all repugnant cants and demon rats. Now, you know, I know people who do this. I've done it myself. I'm not trying to call anybody out here. You know, there's plenty of people out there who are smarter than me that do it, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to attack anybody. But man, it's time to grow up. This sloppy pseudo-wit is not productive. It makes the speaker look like a snide, self-righteous little bumper sticker machine. You know, and it's just as true on the left as it is on the right. I mean, nobody looks smart when they talk like this. Nobody looks like they know what they're saying or that they're thinking for themselves when all they do is regurgitate trendy buzzwords that they've heard from other people. You know, people bitch and whine all day long about President Obama using a teleprompter, but at least he's saying something. At least he's saying something. I understand this need to express, you know, express things in common terms and identify each other through phrases and words. You know, if somebody comes up to me talking about free-range peas, I can pretty well bet that I'm dealing with a liberal. If somebody comes up to me talking about taking my country back, I can pretty well bet that I'm dealing with a conservative or a Native American, but that's a whole other story. The problem is that it's dishonest. It's a way of manipulating our own thoughts and a way of denying and altering our reality so that we don't have to face it. We have human cost instead of lives lost, and war's ravages become collateral damages, and left is right and right is righter, and the noose of greed and apathy grows tighter and tighter, and you can't breathe or think or complain or get oxygen to our brain and have a smoke and a coke and a smile and walk that extra mile for a camel jockey. Not in my country, right or wrong, the American way is a boot in your ass. The media machine chews us up and spits us out. Soon we don't complain and we don't shout and we don't retain and we don't let it out. We just have another beer and acquiesce, and we take it. And we accept it, because if we don't, well, they'll take away our 60-inch televisions and our 500 channels of American Idol and Home Shopping Network, and soon our language is boiled down and reduced, and our goose is cookered and we've been snookered, and there's no need for nuance or subtlety or shades of gray. It's all binary, black and white, and That's okay. Another word gone, and another way, and then when it's all said and done, all we really need is just one word to tell us what we are and where we're going and where we've been and who we're going to be when we get there. And that word is sucker. If you can't be bothered to find an original way to make your point, you probably don't have one.